introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm currently living in Berlin, and what I did last year was I cycled from Seoul to London on a bicycle,
Cool.
and I wrote a book about it. And um, after cycling, I really wanted to live in Europe, and so I decided to come to Berlin because I thought it's a creative place where I can challenge myself. That's why I'm here. I drew it.
You drew it by yourself.
Yes.
Okay, you an artist? Or what
Uh,
you doing?
I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist and a writer. So I wrote 2 books. I was journalist for 5 years in China, South Korea, Israel, and U.S.
What about the Wiesenburg? How you came here?
I was invited here when coronavirus just started, and I thought this place is amazing. I want to come here again and learn about this place, learn about Thomas's artistic view. And so I met him last week, and we decided to talk about Wiesenburg in series of interviews. So that's why I come to Wiesenburg every Thursday.
Just every Thursday, not
Every
Monday.
Thursday.
Not
Eh,
Monday, not Tuesday, just Thursday.
Yes.
Why?
Thursday brings a interesting atmosphere. It's not the start of weekend, but it's also working day, so it makes me feel like it's somewhere between my work and my personal desire. So it's an interesting bridge. I think Thursday evening is an interesting bridge between weekday and weekend.
And you know what's happened here behind you in
Yes.
the Wiesenburg?
Yes.
And what do you think about it as a journalist?
I think I thought it's a small place where world needs to know about, because I think um, what happened here 100 years ago when Paul Singer was feeding the homeless people who were about 700, that he made sure they ate well, they slept well, and all their clothes were clean, and they also survived the 3 epidemics here. And I think that's how good government should look like for their people, I think. So just like how Paul Singer did for 700 homeless people, I think government should take initiative to make sure their people are safe during coronavirus. And I believe that's how we can also battle coronavirus and turn back to normal pace. Now what's happening with coronavirus is that we're talking about what government should do for its people. So I kind of thought, oh, just like when we think about poor and homeless like individuals, like what should we do about them? You can, I don't know, ignore them. You can treat them bad, but you can also treat them well, like Paul Singer did. So I think in a times like this, when we really need to help work together to achieve a goal, I think the government should really kind of look down and take care of these people in the society. That's the sudden thought I had today. I think I like to ask questions. I like talking to new people and learn something from them. It's like when you talk to people and you ask important questions like, oh, why do you live, why do you do that, and then i get to I get to learn from them and have a inspiration for my life, and it pushes me forward. So it's like a energy bar for me. Like I think every interview um, makes me grow a little all the time.
And why you make these postcards?
I because the book I wrote after the cycling trip is called uh, Cycling Eurasia and Letters on the Road. So I wrote more than more than 100 letters along my cycling trip. And I wrote I think about 30 postcards during the trip. So postcard for me is is like your heart in one piece of paper, like beautiful one piece of paper that delivers your heart to your family and friends. So I wanted to give them like I mean if I give my experience to you in I don't know 500 grams, that's my book. If I give you like zero point 0.5 grams of my trip, I think it will be this postcard in your it's my little heart. So I wanted people to kind of feel it because I put all my heart here. It's like it's my drawings, it's my handwritings of the title of the book and my name, and it's my favorite cities along the Silk Road. So it means a lot to me, and I, I mean, you see just a flat picture, but I see it like a 3D because I cycle through here. I know where are the mountains, where the desert. So every time I see it, it gives me feeling and love for the places.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a postcard. So every time I meet someone, I write their name in Korean, and yeah, I want make I want to give my heart by writing their name in Korean.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
You're a very special person, I think.
Thank
Hey,
you so much, Heidi.
really cool. What's so interesting about Wiesenburg?
I think when I firstly about Wiesenburg. Wiesenburg is a place where it's layered with such different, interesting histories, and it attracts me with the special atmosphere it brings. It's not just I hear about it, I see it and I feel it. And the people I meet here, they bring a interesting energy, and it just it's fascinating. And feel that it is an important duty for me to be here and deliver and share the story to more people. So I think that's why I come here.
And you travel by bicycle?
Yes,
How long you need?
it took me 8 months. 8 months. 8 Monate.
And you travel alone?
I had a friend, and he left me in the middle. So 4 months I cycled with my friend, and 4 months I cycled by myself.
What's standing behind your book? I know it's a history, a personal history about your travel.
It's a yes, it's a documentation of my travel. So um, my travel was 8 months, and I had a lot of difficulties on the road. I had sunstroke. Uh, my friend, he left me one day. He didn't say a word. He just left me, and he blocked my contact. And I went through snow, rain, and my phone completely died. So I sometimes cycled without my phone for 7 days. My bike was stolen, and uh, dangerous man was following me, and a lot of wild dogs. So it was a lot of difficulties, but what kept me going was always thinking about my goal. Like, I need to get there, and um, writing what happened today, right? Sharing my difficulties. I mean, talking to my friend or family about what happened today. it got me going. It's like it was very important routine for me. So I compiled all my letters, stories into this book. So it's very special for me. It's like I still don't believe that. Wow, um, my friends and all the people around me are reading that book because it's like it was something very personal. I was very alone, like I was sometimes feeling lonely, and it's like my personal monologue or confession. And now that it's published in a book and everybody can read it, I still feel it's like, yeah, I think it was, I think it's very amazing.
Well, that sounds that you had bad luck, not real luck. But if I tell the truth, I have the feeling that you are a lucky child.
I am a lucky child.
Why?
Overall, I think I was very lucky. I didn't have any accident. I wasn't hurt from any hardships I went through. So I think I was very lucky, and I met a lot of people who helped me, who let me stay in their house, who gave me food, and wow, I still keep in contact with them, and so it's it was a great learning. I learned that people are good. Like anywhere you go, there are good people who help you. So I felt this love for the world, and I feel that I need to give back to them by sharing my stories, by my book or my I don't know, interviews or the speech that I give. I think traveling is like bothering yourself because things that doesn't go in a way that you expected. Like, of course, you can plan everything very well, but for me, I don't plan anything. When I visit somewhere, I don't plan anything, and I let things interrupt me. Like, say I meet this new person, and I follow that person. I get to go to place that I didn't expect and eat the things that I never tried before, and it's like it's about getting out of routine. I think traveling is very important for your soul because uh, that's how you break your prejudice. I think traveling is important because through the travel and by meeting new people and having conversations, you break the prejudice. And so I really encourage people to travel. And I also think travel is not about money because once you make friends, then it's not about being a customer and owner. It's like friends sharing things together. So um, I want to break the prejudice that only people with money can travel.
People are afraid what's going on in these days, and it's not allowed to travel all over the world. For me, it hurts me because I feel in a way unfree. Do you have a hug or something like that for me?
Okay. Uh, there in every things, I think there's good side and bad side, and I try to see the good side of coronavirus because now I get to confront myself more easily because I'm a very energetic person. I go to all the meetups, meet people, travel, always get out of my house to talk to people. But now I'm concentrated on uh, what I should do. So I sit down on the desk, I write about the stories that I didn't tell, and it's time for me to concentrate. And um, also, I'm personally going through a very difficult time because I'm looking for a job and I'm trying to plan how my 30s will look like. And it's a It's one of the most difficult time for me in my life, but I will also say that I enjoy the time, and in order to say that, I should always keep on moving. I should look at myself. Oh, how can you see the good side of it, and how can you create something out of this time? So I hope people sit down uh, by yourself and uh, try to enjoy it, because there's a beauty of it by being alone and talking to yourself. I think once you write, you get to have a good conversation with yourself.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.